this Friday is the beginning of our boot camp. Come on down. Boot camp's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. First speaker is going to be Stephen Boland of Proverbs Guys. I used to be on our staff here, moved to Mobile, has his own ministry there, teaching about the teachings of Ron Wyatt. And yes,
Stephen Boland, Proverbs Guys. He's the guy that made the video blowing smoke up Kent Ovens' rear quarters. He's a prominent bootlicker, nay, ass licker. And of course, he's convinced that Ron Wyatt's nonsense is true. Well, you know, Stephen Boland, if you want to take notice of a guy who owes millions allegedly in child support and, you know, multiple kids to different baby mamas, then yes, you go and listen to Stephen Boland.
Yes, I do believe Ron Wyatt found a lot of interesting things. Not everything may be perfect, but I think he found a lot of...
Of course, Kent would believe Ron Wyatt. It's just full of nonsense.
Then we have Pastor Jay on creation thoughts for children. We need thousands of more creation ministries for children. Teach them. That's how the atheists are winning this war. They're starting when the kids are 4 years old, giving them a book about dinosaurs. Justin, you're sitting there in the back row with your three little boys, 3, 4, and 7, and they got books about dinosaurs. They love to read that kind of stuff.
Well, you'd want to keep your kids well away from Dinosaur Adventureland, given Kent's predilection towards inviting and insisting and enabling people with, shall we say, offenders against minors. And he has spoken about two of those, Chris Jones, who's welcome anytime, and indeed a member or former member of his own board, one Brady Byram. But according to Kent, of course, that was years ago, and one of his own kids. Doesn't seem to matter to Kent.
Well, get him some books that teach the truth about dinosaurs. They lived with man. They did not live millions of years ago. You atheists and evolutionists and other morons need to quit lying to our kids.
Kent obviously thinks that the Flintstones is a documentary.
That's okay. Then we're going to have Pastor James Jones defending the faith. We're going to have
Pastor Jim Jones. Isn't he dead? Somewhere down in southern Jonestown, Guyana or something?
Kevin about the biblical archaeology. Patrick Urish, Bible and Health. He's one of our trustees up in Pennsylvania.
Ah, yes. Patrick, he possibly a nice guy. I don't really know, but he took the place of Bill Sardi, who was Kent's vitamin guy. And he also, I actually got Bill Sardi, to email the Claude with some potential cures for a certain respiratory worldwide pandemic. And he did. And I never got it, but he got it himself and died. So much for his cures.
Got any questions on health? Call Patrick. Rich Vandenberg used to be on staff here for a long time. Different theories of creation. He helped us load up the crab up there in Ohio.
Well, what a waste of money that's turned out to be. And certainly an evolution of costs there. First of all, Kent was wanting $15,000 to bring it down to Dino Land, and then it's going to cost $2,000, and some guy sponsored it from a local tractor dealership. And then now he says, well, with all the different bits and pieces, it's up to 10 again. And of course, he wants you to pay for it. Well, if you're stupid enough, send in the money.
The horseshoe crab. Let's see. Christ Bearer Ministries. Kevin going to be speaking again. Donnie and Matt from Standing for Truth. They've been a great blessing. How many times have I been on their show? 100. Yeah.
Yes, Donnie and Matt. Donnie supposed to be the independent moderator for Standing to Truth. Any time there's been a debate, Donnie chimes in on the side of Kent when he's meant to be the independent moderator, and it's complete slicker towards Kent Hovind. So he's got no credibility either. You know, it doesn't matter that he so much that he agrees with everything Kent says, but when you're meant to be an independent moderator, you do that job first. Instead, of course, it's like, yes, Dr. Hovind, no, Dr. Hovind, 3 bags full, Dr. Hovind. And Kent even chimes in and tells him what to do during the debates. It makes his role worthless.
Great guys, okay? And they're really dismantling the atheists and evolutionists. Go.
Oh, yeah, really dismantling. What a load of rubbish.
Type in Standing for Truth. Watch them. You pick up every argument the atheists bring up. They tear it apart. ERVs, all that kind of stuff.
Absolute nonsense.
Mutations. Okay. Help us to open for free. Join our 777 club. If you'd like, call the office.
The usual begging and grifting for money. It seems that Kent has to do that every single time. As I say, if you're stupid enough, send them the money. But I certainly wouldn't bother, as you can imagine. Okay, so if you want a good laugh, go to Kent's Bootcamp.